Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. JACKDAMJIEN YouTube channel. Too ready gameplay.
The city where I partied with my clients 3 months ago, the city sent smash the smithereens. And the other thing is, the Ukrainians are putting all their military equipment in civilian hands. I can't tell I'm not there, but I watched many bombing videos of the center of center of Kharkiv, and Mike was on yesterday on the channel. He was in Chernihiv, and you saw where he lived, and it blew up just beside his house in the residential area. There hasn't been any evidence in his videos of anything military nearby. The center of Kharkiv also didn't see any evidence. Basically, they wanted to raise the place, cause destruction, simply to punish the local population into surrendering, right? They wanted them to reckon and make it seem like they're crazy, they're going to kill everybody. Maybe they are, unfortunately. That's what it seems to me, anyways. But it just seems to be a very thuggish, illegal method of war. And the irony of ironies is that they claim to be saving and liberating the people there. No one asked you to come, Putin. And so those people are surrender monkeys. It's hard your opinion, obviously, but quick as anything in this war, Russia, get out of Ukraine. Get out completely.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
You invaded recently, and then after you've gone that far, all the way back out to your days.
Yeah.
Usually borders in Donbass. Out. Hello.
Salud.
Ukraine.
Obsessed with soccer.
Back to Russia, and Crimea out. And that's no war, no conflict. Go back to your Jajori borders and let's find a political solution that's peaceful for those regions. A proper political process. Like they had autonomy in Crimea before this war. People were not oppressed. They weren't in Russia. And if the majority of people in a real political process, they want to become independent in Crimea, or they want to go to Russia, that's a different conversation to have afterwards. That's the period of political negotiation that could have been achieved anyways without all this war, but that wasn't.
Oh, this gameplay is so exciting. Won't you do something?
Vladimir Putin showed no willingness to end Ukraine war during latest talks with French and German leaders since the French presidency. There you go. He's just doubling down. I wonder if the guy actually gets real accurate information from the front. And if he just has these yes men around him telling everything's going great, we're winning. And it just seems like once the original plan didn't work out, in Russia's interest, first it was never in Russian interest to invade. That was always going to be a major problem. But okay, once they've done it, things are not going well after first 3 or 4 days. What he should have done is said, whoa, limited military operation over. We killed some body Nazi guys there, took them out. We're back home now, victorious, denazified.
Got it.
It's not nazified in the first place, so if you just declare it's denazified, and at least half the population of Russia just seems to believe everything they see on the TV anyways, probably just think he's a hero. But now, he's stuck in there for 17 days, and he's regional plans to...
Was that bird I shot?
Topple the government, and that hasn't happened. He hasn't really captured that much yet, that might change. He's just driving Russia into a bigger hole economically. They're going to be a pariah to a certain extent. Putin will make Belarus get World War. Putin is not going back down. Well, that's really interesting. I wonder what will happen domestically in Russia. Propaganda. I'm sure who's propaganda? People think it's all staged and try to be like getting rid of gas, go green. It's some lunatics. President Putin is part of the Great Reset. I saw that as well. I don't know. That's just too wacky for me. People black. We broke down to the hell last night. No military near it. Do I think that Belarus will participate? Well, it seems like 3 times. So 3 times that Lukashenko has indicated or suggested that Belarusian troops are going to get directly involved, and then nothing has happened. It was the same last night. I don't know what Lukashenko is up to. I mean, he's even harder to read than Putin. Just doesn't seem much logic. I mean, the logic is that he's dependent on Putin to stay in power. So if he sends them, I think it's risky for him to see. I've got a TV crew there. TV. Let's go back up here. So, should he send them? No. Should Belarusian soldiers get killed in this stupid adventure? That's almost certainly likely to fail over the long term.
It's not your war.
For what? Putin's imperial glory to become Tsar Vladimir or whatever number? Ridiculous. Shouldn't be there at all. Belarus shouldn't be.
Hell, I want to be a czar.
With this invasion by London to, invade and stage troops from Belarusian territory by rockets, already a belligerent in the war in effect. So, Ina, in her son, last time I spoke to her, which was yesterday, she's still there and she's safe. So, that's all I got to say on that. Let me see. So, I went through. Lukashenko says that Putin can replace them at any time. He doesn't want to replace them. Yeah, I mean, he's up to a weak position. He's dependent. He's dependent on Putin. I guess he's staying in power now. He has acquiesced every bad strategic idea that Putin has. Ukrainian troops are they saw a Russian fighter plane missiles over Belarus to try to create a whole strike. Yeah, that's why people thought that they would join the war formally. I mean, it wouldn't be unjustified at this stage if Ukraine did fire rockets at Belarus. I mean, the rockets from Russia are coming from their territory directly. But, I mean, they obviously don't want to get to invade Belarus. Only going to invade Belarus afterwards. They need to defend their own territory first, obviously. So it dealt with, I think, we'll say the arguments that people wrote under the direction of Gonzalo Lira that were either parroting what Gonzalo said, or maybe not that many other videos, because basically what appears to me, really successfully, now that RT is actually banned and Sputnik is basically channels like his, and the Duran, the clip I played where they were all laughing about how basically there'd be no war in Ukraine and whatnot, everyone who thought so was mediated Western Syria a few days before the war. Well, what they do is they take what's common on Russian social media or propaganda, uneven.
Oh, do you guys like the way that I pan and plan my moves? My moves are sacrosanct.
None of it's original. It's just the same stuff. Now that there's a war, and I actually read Russian propaganda all day as well, every day, not all day, every day. I see exactly the same things they say. So they're basically taking that, collating it, and they're always presenting like the West is incompetent, buffoonish, idiots, basically, in their intentions. Russia's benign, omniscient, leadership. It's obviously never going to win. It's just so superior in everything. And they will take over, and people of Donbass will be freed. People of Ukraine from this regime, as Gonzalo Lira says, the regime. No one uses regime if it's a dictatorship. He doesn't call it. I haven't heard him say the Russian regime, Putin's regime. No, it's Zelensky regime. He didn't get elected. And he probably would not have got re-elected if the war hadn't happened. Actually, it's a bit ironic. I guess very ironic. But now he's definitely probably going to be a lot higher because of the war, if he survives, and Ukraine survives as a country, which is not certain yet. That means spoon sweets in Romanian. It's some gelatos, okay. We do have a new president. I'm not sure which president, the American president, who's pretty much absent. I hardly see Biden at all. I see Blinken a lot on the TV. I think he actually was here yesterday. Putin is famous, but yeah, Putin should have taken his money and run. But I guess if you're empowered and megalomaniac after 22 years, doesn't matter how much money you have, you can never really leave and let it go. And you should have been hanging out on a tropical island on the beach with all this money with some young hotties. And that's what I would have done with the money if I were him, and just fucking retired. But none of these guys ever do, really. The only one was Kuchma, the president, before Yanukovych and Yushchenko in 2015, I think. Yeah. Not really so impressive so far in his leadership, for sure. And Kuchma actually left power. And he lived out. He was probably just Yeah. But he
Am I doing a good job?
It's part of the world.
Yeah, I got a square. See.
Chance and like goes 2 revolutions. I thought the funniest thing is that
do you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that?
I don't think it lasts 2 weeks. There will be another revolution against them. He's like the least legitimate guy. I understand that much of the claim that Edward Stone, the president, was illegal removed 14 according to him. There's a little bit of logic in that, but the guy is a bad omen. He's a bad spell to have around politically. He calls it revolution. I mean, he's only power for a few years, 2 revolutions. Orange Revolution and the Euromaidan Revolution. Orange Revolution needs the snow. So, yeah, if anyone has any of the other reasons, this live stream, 51 minutes. Or if you have suggestions for further content, I will react to a few other people that you mentioned. I will get to it in the next few days. I will leave Romania almost certainly very soon. So I'll try and do all those maybe tomorrow, the day after. I think we lose light so quickly here.
Really great update on that, Pete. Now we're going to go to Trey Yanks because he's joining us on the phone right now with some breaking news. Trey?
Yeah, we have some really unfortunate news to report from Ukraine, just outside the city in a town called Irpin, where there are refugees trying to get out of harm's way. The 2 Americans were shot today and 1 killed, both journalists. That's as far as we know in terms of the information that we have right now to confirm. But to give you a sense of this area, there have been many journalists, including our own crews, there over the past week, documenting what's happening as Ukrainian forces try to hold a front line from the Russian advance. And this information that we're learning right now, indicating from someone on the ground who was at the scene, that these 2 journalists got into a car to go closer to where the front line was at, and ultimately they were shot. We don't know who shot them, but this is an active war zone. And again, we can confirm at this hour that 1 American civilian journalist was killed just outside the capital of Kyiv.
That's terrible to hear, Trey. Would we have any ability to ascertain or get a sense of whether or not Russia?
Thanks for watching, everyone. JACKDAMJIEN's game channel. Thank you and goodbye. Goodbye and goodbye. Goodbye and goodbye and goodbye and goodbye.